lovers, welcome back to Simrai Fashion Academy YouTube channel once again for another interesting tutorial on this channel. So today's tutorial will be focusing on the wrap V neckline gown which you are seeing on the screen. So right here I'm going to use a miniature that is a small scale pattern right now to demonstrate to you how to go about what we have on the thumbnail. So I'm actually going to start this class afresh because this is a classroom student work which I want to demonstrate to you to see how you can go about this particular drafting. So in your drafting, you need to first of all make sure you have your border lines. Okay, your border lines are very important. So like I said, it's a half scale. Everything I'm going to make right here, I'm going to make it little, so at the end of the day I'll be able to have a full gown block right here. Okay, so I'm making my little lines like I said. I'm just taking the lines little by little, and then at the end of the day we'll be able to get to what we are looking for. So all these lines, I'm going to make them and I'm going to name them accordingly. So when you are going about your own drafting, so make sure the lines I have here, you identify them accurately. So this is the shoulder line for the small scale drafting. This is my chest line for the small scale drafting. This is the bust point, this is the under bust point, and this is our waistline, this is our hip line, and this is the knee line and the full length line. What we just did right here is a full gown bodies vertical drafting. So if you are new to this channel and you don't know how to draft a basic gown block, we have a detailed video on how to make this for so many gown series in our gown series Telegram paid classes. I'll be dropping the link to our WhatsApp group for you to join us because you have a lot to learn on the WhatsApp group and on the Telegram classes. So now I'm making this for one of my students, okay, trying to show them how they can go about that gown block drafting. So now I've already made my vertical lines and I want to make a full bodice. What we need here is a full bodice. So the full bodice drafting, I'm going to divide my paper by 2 so I'll be able to get my center front line. So once that is done, this is my center front line, and I'll come over to the waistline. Whatever I have here, I have 10.5, so I'll be able to have a straight line. I'll mark the same 10.5, so I'll be able to draw my center front line. So this is my center front line, and my center front runs all the way from the shoulder to the full length, as you can see. Alright, so I'll start imputing what I have on my neckline. Like I said, is a small scale drafting to demonstrate to you. So if you are making yours, please ensure that you have yours measured and taken accurately. So what I'm using here is actually very small for demonstration. So this is my neckline which I've made right here, and I'm making my shoulder line. Okay, so I'll come down for my shoulder slant line. So I will call this an illustration. Okay, so I will transfer what I have on the shoulder line to the chest line, and I draw my lines and I find the midpoint, so I'll be able to Okay, I find the midpoint and I come in with the necessary scale. Alright, so I'll be taking the measurement of my bust line. Okay, so my bust line, alright, so I've taken the measurement of my bust line and I want to go over to what I have on my waistline. So on my waistline, I'm using this particular dress does not have a bustier. So since it does not have a bustier, I'll just add my natural waist dart. Okay, so if my waist is 5 inches for this, that is divided by 4 is 5 inches. I'll add 1 inch for my waist dart, making it 6 inches. So here I'm going to connect. I'll also measure the same thing because we are drafting a full bodice front on this, and I'm going to also connect. Okay, so here I have built the shoulder to the waistline. So since I've built shoulder to waistline, I'll come over to the hip and I'm going to measure the hip, and then I will connect my hip line okay. So whatever thing I have from here to the knee,